What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a new week of Ryan's Radar. We have a couple things moving forward that are going to be looking good for these pairs, right? We just got to be patient for how they're going to play out because this can either go up or down, clearly, right? But we need to be in the right headspace to know overall what direction this price want to go for EU and GU. So if we're looking at a higher time frame, let's say like the weekly right now, short term, we're on a uptrend, right? If we're looking at the bigger picture here, I mean, clearly we're in a downtrend. But if we're looking at intraday, which most of you I think that are watching this right now are intraday traders, you're going to get in the market tomorrow morning, to, during London session or New York session, and you're going to be wanting to get in the trade and then get out like 20 pips later, right? So this is the part where you really want to focus on is these pushes up. And currently we have higher high, higher low, higher high, retesting a zone, right? We're retesting the candlestick formation, the candlestick body itself, and it's rejecting it pretty nicely starting out for the week. So with that, we could be seeing more bullish moves overall. And on top of that, we have a nice trend line going, which we're at a zone where it's either going to want to respect it and continue back up to these higher resistance zones and supply zones, or it's going to want to break it, continue down into these areas and fill in the gaps and obviously grab liquidity at each of the demand zones. So if we go back to the 4 hour, we can see that we have some supply. Now, for those of you that don't know, I draw out my lines like this. This is supply and demand. The ones above price of supply, the ones below price of demand. And if they are lines, that means price is not being hit yet. They are still open for price to fill in those areas. If I draw boxes from now on, that means price has hit it, but it has not fully broke it. So I use that as a way to help me understand that, this has been a respectable price, but if price comes down and hits it again, like we could see it break, right? It doesn't mean it's going to respect. And usually when you get like more than 3 hits to a low, especially down here, it's most likely going to break. So we're at a point right now for Euro where it's either going to respect this little range it's got going on here. You can see it's kind of in like its own little box, right? If it respects this range and goes back down, it's going to do one of two things. It's going to either hit this zone, respect it, and go right back up again towards these highs, or it's going to hit it, break it, and we're going to see it drop all the way through that, fill in this gap on the 4 hour and go back down towards the daily demand and the 4 hour demand. So we really got to pay attention over the next couple hours because this is a make or break zone. But if it does decide to, like, let's say, respect where the direction of it's going, then we could see this thing pop off and break the high from yesterday, maybe go up into this 4 hour support, resistance zone and maybe fill in the gaps of the daily supply. So we just got to pay attention. It's still too early on. Let's see what types of highs are made during Asian and London session, because if we get some pushes down early on, we might want to be looking for buys. If it pushes up, may want to be looking for sells. It's just in a tricky spot, right? Because on a higher time frame, it looks good for those buyings. So that's why I'm more bullish than anything. But I'm more bullish of where price currently is at right now. But if price drops down into here for some reason, my analysis might change to bearish, right? So we have to be adaptable. Don't just say it's bullish and it's going down here, I'm still bullish. Look how many times it's hit the zone. They have a lot of liquidity down here. They're probably going to want to break through it and trap more traders, more buyers. They're going to be right here because that'd be equal lows, equal low, equal low, equal low. They might not be exactly even, but the premise is if we're looking at it from a naked eye perspective, these seem pretty damn close, right? So that's equal lows in my opinion. And if price comes back down here, and well, you better believe they're going to break through it. So I'm very cautious right now, but we'll see. If it could make its move back up tonight, we'll see. So just be on the radar. But my opinion is we're still more bullish because I'm respecting these higher time frame zones right now. And I want to keep going with that trend. I don't want to assume that it's just going to completely, break right here. Not like that. And then for GBPUSD, we have a semi of a different story. As you can see, just looking at this 4 hour right here, you can see like we're in a slight range, right? You got price going sideways, you get a high, a higher high, and you have like the lows being met. And on a short-term scale, you have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? So price is gradually going up. But as I was saying, for the pay members in the elite group, we could see price start to go down first during the first half of the day to fill in these gaps, maybe grab some of the demand zones that were made during yesterday's New York session, some maybe in during the London session. But we have some demand right here, actually. I'll draw it up there. We got a 15-minute, right? And we have some other ones here, but the hours already match that. So if we see price go down here, break through that 200 moving average and the 1 hour demand, it's going down to here on the 15-minute demand zone. And then if it respects this area, we're going to see prices push it back up. But it's still early on. Don't want to be too presumptuous, but at the moment, just based on how structure is, I'm still bullish until we get these lows violated, broken, and whatnot. There's no point. But I can say that if you are going to be buying, look at the structure so far. Higher high, pullback, higher high. Ah, why isn't it letting me click it? Higher high, pullback, higher high, pullback. That's the third time they're doing it. They're probably creating some sort of trend liquidity. And if they pull back again and respect that liquidity, they're going to either go up, hit that, take profit at the high, maybe a little bit higher, or they're going to want to break it, retest, and then drop again. So be careful. I would say if you want to be the most cautious, just wait to see what it does tonight, because after tonight, we're going to have very good amount of clarity of where it wants to go next. So if it drops down here but doesn't break, it's going to respect and go up. If it drops down here and starts throwing some consolidation, we might see it continue to break through, because that's technically how price tends to move, right? It tends to go through these areas. I have a support zone right here that has been respected throughout time, but has also been broken. So it's not like the best area, but I just know when price gets here, we see a lot of consolidation and reversals. So just, bear with it and let's see which one it goes, because you have a daily resistance and daily support. Prices in the middle. It's got the momentum going up. Follow the momentum. Follow the direction price is going. Don't try to predict a reversal, because this is not a reversal. This is not a reversal structure. If you try to get in on a reversal right now, you're at the beginning, I would say statistically you're catching a pullback. So wait for the confirmation and then obviously make your move from there. So everyone have a great rest of your week. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and let's crush it. Peace out.